Like any sane marketer, I don't believe in silver bullets. I don't trust anybody that offers one. There are no silver bullets in marketing, but in terms of driving repeat business and referral, online communities come about as close as you can get to a silver bullet. That is why 61% of US corporations now report having, or as being in the process of establishing, a brand community. Generally, but not necessarily online, a brand community is a group of people with a common interest in a brand. The objective of a brand community is to establish relationships that build brand loyalty and encourage repeat purchase, referral, and higher margins. One of the world's best known brand communities is Manchester United. As a result of its brand community, only 19% of the income of Manchester United now comes from football operations. So what makes a brand community anything like a silver bullet? Well, consider 86% of Fortune 500 companies say brand communities provide insights into customer needs. 96% of businesses surveyed say brand communities drive customer collaboration. 66% of businesses surveyed use brand communities for product development. 71% of businesses surveyed use brand communities for market research. 64% of businesses surveyed report brand communities have improved decision making through better data. And 80% of marketers surveyed report that brand communities have increased traffic, both online and offline. Brand communities, in particular online brand communities, drive marketing costs down whilst driving sales, the average sale, and margins up. So how do you build a brand community? Well, here's one approach. Firstly, precisely define the profile of your target market. Secondly, precisely define your brand, ensuring that it is consistent with the values and expectations of your target market. Thirdly, identify the optimal method of communication, either a standalone community platform or a social media channel. Fourthly, identify the community parameters, setting rules and protocols and guidelines for moderation. Fifth, establish an engagement strategy and program to involve members using high quality content. Sixth, establish symbols of membership that connect the audience to the community and to each other. Seventh, seed the target audience with a view to attracting members to the community. And eighth, actively and ideally aggressively engage with the membership, continually adding value, thus enhancing the perception of the brand. A strategy and a comprehensive implementation process is essential for a successful brand community, and you also need to make sure you've set aside adequate resources and time to make it work. And here are a few tips to help you ensure that your brand community is a success, particularly in terms of driving marketing costs down and driving profitability up. Firstly, ensure that you engage a team who understands brand communities and online customer engagement. Secondly, give the community time to develop. It generally takes about 6 to 12 months to establish a brand community. Thirdly, adopt a social cause or higher purpose to expedite engagement. Fourthly, communicate as frequently as possible, using video wherever possible and targeting individuals wherever possible. Fifthly, place a high priority on member education. Sixthly, and most importantly, resist the temptation to sell to members. Next, place the highest possible priority on trust, establishing yourself as an authority and an ethical organisation that delivers as promised. Ninth, use a standalone platform supported by active media relations engagement across multiple channels. 10, if your brand community is online, as it almost certainly will be, don't be afraid to take it offline from time to time. The message is therefore clear. Have a look, a hard look, a close look at brand communities, and in particular, online brand communities. Consider using such a community to cost effectively drive repeat business, referral, the average sale per customer, and margins. Speaking on the subject of brand communities, Global Head of Hilton Group recently noted, "We have made it our goal not only to nurture our relationships with our current brand advocates, but also to cultivate new ones, turning infrequent guests into loyal guests and ultimately into advocates for our brand." This highlights the power of a brand community. To learn more about brand communities, visit www.dqaustralia.com. That's www.dqaustralia.com, or email me, john@dqaustralia.com. That's john@dqaustralia.com. I'm John Carlson. Thanks for listening.